Deb.
And Jim.
Hi, good morning. Buenos dias, everybody.
Buongiorno. Benvenuti a tutti.
I love it, right?
And look at our Christmas
We have our
design.
Christmas background.
Deb decorated all of those. Aren't they beautiful? She wrapped those
I
just
got
like
into,
a gift.
Yeah, I got into a festive mood. I said, you know what? Let me do it. It's fun. I
And you
took the
blend in with the
pictures.
blue. Look
There
at that.
you go.
And I have the red with the red bows.
Oh, it's so great to be back. We had so much fun on our Christmas Joy show.
Yes.
And Jim,
I'm
I'd like
sorry I
to
couldn't
thank
be
you.
there, but Santa Cruz really
Yeah.
was wonderful.
You called me. You said that you may be stuck at the bridge in traffic, and I kind of figured as much. So when I heard jingle, 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 I turned, and Santa Cruz was there.
appeared.
So it was great. And I'll tell you what, I cannot get over. Believe in miracles, because I had asked for a beautiful diamond. I got a 100-carat diamond ring, which
He's so
is
generous. That's Santa
generous.
Cruz.
I asked for a beautiful convertible, 54 light blue, and I got my
it?
light blue
Wow,
convertible.
he knows what's on your list.
Yes,
huh?
he sure does. I've been a real good girl. And I thank you so much, Santa Cruz. And I also got checks to the mine. Oh, everything I asked for Santa Baby gave it to me. So Santa Cruz, I love you. I love you, Santa Claus, but I love you, Santa Cruz, too. Wonderful, wonderful time. And this is a wonderful time of year.
Yes, we had the wonderful birthday party for my niece over the weekend.
Happy
Gina Maria,
birthday,
happy birthday.
Gina Maria. Mwah.
And I wanted to show the photograph of the family.
Wonderful.
It's just wonderful. So I love being with my nieces
Of
and
course you
nephews.
do. Why would I mean, that's what it's all about.
Show you first.
Oh, love. Oh, is that beautiful?
They all wore
I
Christmas
love it.
outfits. See, there's Jean Marie. She was the
Aw.
birthday girl. They're all
Birthday
dressed in
girl.
green except Dr. Mike, the husband. Look at his abs on that T-shirt.
Oh, I see that. Yeah. Oh.
And then Chase is 13. He's almost as tall as his parents. Look at that.
Oh, they grow so fast, don't
And
they?
Caroline, Christopher, and John Michael. Loving family. I love them.
I love it when you show photos. Where would we be? Could you imagine years ago? Remember the Polaroid cameras?
Yes.
When it would just pop out. They
Used
were
to love
fun.
those.
And remember the cubes on top of
Yes.
it? I feel so old when I say that, because you couldn't take a flash without those cubes, and you'd have to buy a package of 3 or 4, I guess it was, and put it on top of the camera and click away. We are so fortunate with technology today. We are just amazingly fortunate. And we're so spoiled with these Apple
Yes.
phones and Androids and all that stuff.
And then
But
on
it's a
the
good
12th, it was Connie Francis's birthday.
Happy birthday, Connie Francis.
She invited me to the party. There must have been
Yes.
50 or 60 people there. And I just wanted to show a
I
picture
love
with
it. I
Connie.
love it. Yeah, Jim and Connie Francis are very dear friends throughout the years.
So we had a
And
wonderful
she's this
time.
beautiful, Connie. I don't know
Yes.
if you watch this or not. I'm sure you do, but you're as beautiful as ever, honey.
Yes.
Keep it up. You're wonderful.
And beautiful
You're
on the inside. Not many people realize what she's done over the years
Yeah.
for veterans
lovely.
and for
Aw.
victims of crime. It's just that she takes things,
Oh.
turns them around to a positive.
I love that song.
Yes.
Lipstick on your
Your
collar.
collar told a tale on you. Lipstick on your collar said you were untrue. Bet
love
your
it.
bottom dollar.
Oh, you're wonderful.
I told
You're
the
a
story
legend.
before about that song. My sister and my cousin
I
used
love
to
that
sing that.
song.
We used to practice like we were going to be on Dick
You
Clark.
did. I remember that.
And
Yeah.
they had lipstick on my collar, and I was just standing there pointing to
All
it.
right, let me check now. No.
And my sister Angela and my cousin Tony were singing the song, and I would just point to the lipstick on my collar. It was so
That's
much
adorable. That's the thing that
fun. We never made it to Dick Clark, but we had aspirations.
That's okay. That's okay. I know Connie Francis is also very, very dear friends with my uncle Trini Lopez.
Yes.
And there was just these are just dynamite people.
Special times.
Very,
yes.
very special
Yes,
times.
yes.
Yeah.
And you had a special day yesterday in your family.
I did. I'd like to congratulate. Now I can say it because it's official. My beautiful, I call her my beauty. I have 2 beautiful nieces. But my beauty, the oldest, Melissa Ann, just got married yesterday to Bruce.
Oh, Melissa
They've
and
been-
Bruce,
yeah,
best wishes.
They've been together for 2 years, a little bit longer actually, but they were engaged for 2 years. And it was also Melissa's birthday
Oh
yesterday.
my God!
So it was
Marriage
a
on her
double.
birthday.
Yes, so honey and Bruce, I just love you both. I'm so happy. Remember to always keep your communication lines open. Be the best of friends. Never be afraid to speak to one another. And guess what? Your relationship will go very far.
Yes, wonderful advice.
And I think it's just a wonderful thing, honey. And, I know that we're going to be celebrating down the road later. But Merry Merry Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas. I mean, you got it all going on at once, girlfriend. So, and I couldn't be happy. I almost don't want to talk anymore because I'll get teary-eyed because that's all I thought about yesterday. So congratulations to the two of you. We love you so much.
Yes, beautiful time of year for all those festivities.
Yes, yes.
And to have them all come together, it's
well, I'm
wonderful.
thinking merry birthday, wedding.
Yes.
I mean, just you alone, Melissa. But they're
Joyous
a beautiful
occasions,
couple. They're a beautiful
yes.
couple, and we wish you the best. All the best, sweetheart, and Bruce.
And we had a wonderful luncheon with Marie Pinchman. We had our
did.
Christmas luncheon. So it was nice to see you, Marie.
Marie, it was wonderful. We went to Brio
Yes.
in Palm Beach Gardens. It was a lovely restaurant.
So
I've
you
never
remember
been there.
what Marie looks like. She's
Yeah.
the author of the book.
In fact, I thought about that. You know me, I love taking pictures. I don't know why I didn't take a photo that day. But thank you for lovely
Yes,
lunch. It
yes,
was
we
wonderful.
had such an enjoyable time
Greg,
with Marie.
myself, Jim,
Yes.
Marie, and it was just a lovely restaurant, beautiful lunch, and just after that we went over to Marie's and we did some
Yes,
caroling.
Christmas carols. And
Marie
Marie plays
played the piano, and Jim and
See
I
my
sang,
fingers?
and Greg, we all just had a ball. It was fun, and Marie, thank you for your hospitality.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes, we really enjoyed that.
We really did. I'm sorry I didn't take
that-
pictures, but we're going to have more times.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Yes.
Special times with our loved ones.
It most certainly is. It most certainly is. Thank
So
God. It's
take
just,
time and enjoy your loved ones, your friends.
Yes.
A lot of friends are like family. And
Yes.
really feel that love and enjoy it because it's too short.
It is so important. We don't realize. And
we
you
focus so much on so many stress situations. It's
We
so nice
do,
to
and
be happy and with
yeah,
your
it's
loved
not
ones.
as if we do it. We don't do it naturally on purpose. It's just that it's a part of us.
Right.
We love so dearly. We love so deeply,
Right.
and we miss those who are no longer with us, who have passed on. And it's life, and we never get over it. We just have to deal with it. So
Right.
what you just said makes all the sense.
And we
in
know
the
their
world.
spirits are all around us and with us.
That's right.
So
Amen
that's the
to
beauty
that.
of that.
Amen
Yes,
to that.
yes.
You're absolutely
They're
right.
still with us.
Oh, in fact, more so during the holidays. Christmas holiday for me.
Yes, our parents naturally.
Yes,
yeah.
I just, and I can't. I'm been a little melancholy lately because I'm thinking about our Shaker baby, our
Yes.
dog, and my parent. Naturally,
Right.
and then you hear a Christmas song to get you in the mood. So it's all good after that.
Now I'd like to ask you: did you open your gifts Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Christmas. What we used to do is our topic is about traditions.
Christmas traditions.
Yeah, Christmas traditions. In fact, Mary Ann Cassidy Collins. I'll get that right one day. My childhood friend. This was your suggestion, honey.
Thank you,
Jim
Mary
loved
Ann.
it. So we will be discussing
Christmas
traditions. Are they the same as we get older? Do we adhere to them? Do we continue to do what we've always done? So that's a great topic. And yes, I have always. The only difference now is because I'm older.
Right.
When we were younger, Santa Claus, we had to be in bed at a certain time.
Right.
We got up and the gifts were there, and Santa Claus
Same
was
with-
great.
same
It was
with me.
wonderful.
Same with
And the
me.
milk and the cookies and the
Yes.
hot cocoa. Remember the Santa Claus cup, the mugs with a snowman, and it was just what an exciting time,
yes.
as a child.
Couldn't wait to go
Right,
to bed and get
couldn't
up the
wait.
next morning.
Exactly. It was like, oh, come on. And I'd go to my brother, David, and say, do you think we can go out there? Shh. And we try to tiptoe outside and look at the tree. We'd see the kids would get all excited, but we couldn't open them up because my parents would get up, they'd hear us, and then they'd release. And Holly was younger, but still, it was always such a great time. But
Yes.
as you got older, what we've done is one gift, Christmas Eve, we'd open up.
That's
And
what,
Christmas
that's what we
Day,
did too. Yes.
we would open up the rest,
Right.
and then we would enjoy a beautiful Christmas morning breakfast. We
Now-
still do that.
Now, when you were younger, did Santa Claus bring the tree and set it up Christmas Eve, or did you do it with the family before
My father,
Christmas?
Mr. Claus, did, yes. Daddy, I love you. Mwah. Yeah, no, he was so much fun. And back then we used tinsel. Remember tinsel?
Yes, I was going to say that. We had our
Tinsel.
artificial trees. Did you have live or artificial?
No, we had artificial,
Yes.
and the reason for that
Were
it
you
was
living
easier.
in an apartment?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I was
An apartment
we were in an
building in New York
apartment, too.
City. Yes,
Right,
sure,
right.
sure.
Our,
And
our first one was on top of our television, so and it was
Yes.
silver.
yeah,
You remember those silver
I love
trees?
the silver trees.
With all the tinsel.
I love
and
it.
And then my parents had streamers behind the tree.
Oh, great.
And they would have all the Christmas cards attached to these streamers
Oh,
all
I
around
love
the tree.
that.
It was
I love
such a nice
that.
concept.
Yes, it
thinking
is.
back about that.
That is nice. We always had the artificial tree. I mean, the beauty.
Large
of the
one?
large,
Yeah.
always large. It was really big, and it was fun. My father would pick us up, and he'd hand me some tinsel, and he'd say,
Throw
"Throw
it."
it," and I would throw it at the tree, and then David's turn, whatever, and then it was colored. Now, I use white lights on my tree
Yes.
today, but I love the colored lights. They're both beautiful.
Yes.
They're both
Yes.
beautiful.
It is.
And but it was a big,
Yeah.
big tree. The same one we had pretty much until, of course, it wore out, and then we got another
And then
artificial tree.
we graduated from the silver tree then to the green tree on a coffee table. So it was a little larger
A
than
little bit
the
larger,
smaller
right?
one.
You know, yeah.
And then
this-
all the gifts would be around there Christmas
Uh-huh.
morning around this coffee table. Stacks of gifts too. We always
I
had.
know.
I'm thinking maybe 10 each, my sister and I.
I'll tell you, we definitely know one another. That's why we're so close, Jim, because the same thing, I was thinking about that last night. As a child, it wasn't just 5. I mean, your parents went all out for you,
Yes.
and it was at least 10 gifts
Yes.
apiece. Oh, at least. I'll never forget one Christmas. My brother David had a robot. David, I'm
Oh,
trying to-
I love that. I had a robot.
He had
too.
a robot, and it was the coolest thing. It was like, remember the show, oh my God, Lost in Space?
Yes.
Not that big, of course, but it was a
Right,
robot
right.
that kind of went like this.
I must have
and
had the same one.
It made
Yes.
noises. And then, believe it or not, I remember that was the same year I received a stove, a make-believe stove. And here I married a chef. Isn't that funny? I don't know. But
It was meant to
I
be.
loved this stove. But yeah, we always had spectacular gifts. I couldn't be wrapped, bows all over, and then the rest were all wrapped and
Yes.
stacked
Yes.
on top.
Yes.
My parents could not do. I mean,
There was such
loving,
love,
loving,
yes,
loving. They would.
Parents.
There's nothing that they wouldn't do for the children.
Right.
So we're
right.
so blessed. You
Yes.
know, thank God.
And I was just thinking about the gifts too. When tape recorders became popular,
Oh,
the reel
gosh.
to reel, the little
Remember
ones,
the reel to
portable.
reel, the tiny
Yeah,
ones, right?
I received one that year. I was just so shocked, and it was so nice because my parents recorded a greeting, and I wish I would have saved it. To have their voices would have been
Oh,
beautiful.
You know something, Jim? I just got goosebumps when you said that
Yes.
because that happened with me, with my mom. She had called me, and it was on my voice machine at home, and I loved it. Oh, Deb, I'll be there in a little bit to pick you up. We're going to go out. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, why did
Yeah.
I keep it? You know, because you don't think about things like
And
that.
to show the love of my parents, a friend of mine, his family couldn't afford to get him a tape recorder, and they told me that they wanted to get him a tape recorder.
Aw, what a lovely,
yeah.
lovely gesture.
So,
that was
yeah,
beautiful.
such generous spirit and
Lovely.
love, not only for the family but for others. It was
My
just-
parents were like that.
Yes.
They were just wonderful. My father, as a matter of fact, he sponsored the Little League team. As I told
Oh,
you, he
yes.
owned a pizza parlor, and it was very popular, Pizza Haven, New York City. And he was actively involved, like my mom, very instrumental. But he sponsored the Little League, and he did an awful lot for the community. And it was just, whenever anybody was down and out, he was always there to help out.
Yes.
You know, and that's really the spirit.
Yeah.
That's really what the holiday tradition, you know, Marianne, this is a great topic because do we do the traditions? It's nice. Of course things change. You get older, people pass away, but, you know, they're with us in spirit. And, you know, we have to challenge ourselves to keep that positivity and navigate your life the way your parents have
Right.
taught you and
Right.
do the best you can, because you know what, there's no better experience. You keep those traditions. Now, even this Christmas Eve, Greg's already, he's got a doctor's appointment this morning. He's running up to the mall, or walking I should say. The poor guy, he hasn't stopped. He's gonna go home, he's making his sauce.
Yes.
He's making from scratch his baked ziti, Christmas Eve, his sausage, meatballs, rolls, salad. That's Christmas Eve. Now Christmas morning, fresh homemade pancakes that he does from scratch. They're delicious. We gotta try them. Fluffy, delicious, and his crispy brown caramelized bacon. Yeah, I have to go into that because that is the best. And then Christmas evening, he's going to make a ham,
Wow.
a honey baked ham, and prime rib.
Who's spoiled in this?
I don't know. Okay, and my brother's going to be coming to spend the night with my beautiful sister-in-law Debbie and my beautiful sister Holly.
Wonderful.
I wish Lisa, Phil, my Melissa, Michelle, but you know what? We're going to have our time together. You were with us last year, so I'm grateful for that. And even though we had the pandemic and all last year, you know, we did the best of it, but you were able to come and visit. So
My mother would make the calamari, stuffed calamari on Christmas Eve.
my goodness,
You stuff it with breadcrumbs.
yummy.
And she put the toothpick there to keep it together, and then make it in tomato sauce, a special sauce.
You're making me hungry. Don't do that.
And it was
I
so-
want one right now.
It's so delicious.
Oh.
You know, a lot of times you see calamari just sliced up in a restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of like thrown together.
Yeah, this was stuffed, and it was
Stuffed.
just wonderful
Just
recipe.
like stuffed mushrooms, aren't they delicious?
Yes.
Oh, Greg makes a mean stuffed mushroom.
And then a lot of us subsequently have celebrated the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Have you heard of that?
Yes, yes.
That's Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
and they consist of bacala, which
Bacala,
is cod.
sure, cod, Bacala.
Frutti di mare, which is shellfish.
Frutte di mare.
Capitone, which is eel. I mean, some of these things sound terrible, but they're delicious.
So what are you gonna
the,
do?
the calamari, which is the squid. Squingili, which is the conch
Squingili.
meat from the conch shell.
Squingili, I like. I
Squingili.
enjoy that.
And then clams. I'm not really.
I enjoy clams.
Vongole, they call
Ooh,
it.
what do they call it?
Vongole.
Vongole. I don't like the way that sounds.
V-O-N-G-O-L-E.
That sounds almost dirty.
So those are the 7 fish that they serve on the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
Ay, ay, ay. But that's interesting. I didn't
Yes.
know all that. I mean,
Yes.
I've heard about them,
Right.
but I didn't. The names are
Yes.
amazing.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
I love it too.
You know, when it comes to food, I'm not much. I have to be in the mood. Like I said, Greg's making a prime rib, and that's because he's had it in the freezer for a while. He wants to utilize it naturally. But I enjoy steak, but I have to be in the mood for it. I'm more of a chicken and seafood, and my favorite, crab legs.
Yeah.
Don't put me in front of crab legs. I look like a slob. You would think, oh, what's that woman doing? But by the time you have a plate, you know, you go to these
Right.
all you can eat buffets,
Yes.
and by the time you fill up your plate, it's wow, okay, it's up to here maybe. It looks like you're a real slob, and I'm not. You're cracking. The time that goes into opening up those crab legs, but what comes out when you're lucky enough, it's like I win the jackpot. I get all excited. Oh, look at this! I love crab legs.
Well, it looks like a lot because you have all the shell. you know.
Right, there's a lot of cracking
There's
going
not
on,
as
but
much
boy,
meat in
is
the
that
shell.
yum, 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 yum.
And you know what I love? Christmas movies.
That's so
Just puts me
special,
in the
Christmas
spirit.
Day, right?
Well, even before, I've been watching it for the
Yeah,
past
Hallmark
month.
Station.
It just
all of
gets
that.
me into the spirit. I love them. Like
Yes,
White
I'm
Christmas
with
was one
you.
of my favorites.
Yes,
A Christmas Carol, that story of Scrooge.
yes,
It's
yes,
just-
yes.
the outcome is so wonderful how he turns his life around.
Miracle on 50. Yeah. Oh, just wonderful.
And there was a version with Mr. Magoo. Remember the
Mr.
cartoon
Oh,
character?
of course,
I love
Mr.
Mr.
Magoo.
Magoo's Christmas Carol.
Yes.
It was just.
Oh boy, do you bring back
Yeah.
memories with that one, Mr. Magoo. Mr. Magoo.
I really enjoyed it. And then It's a Wonderful Life was
It's a
another
Wonderful
favorite of
Life.
mine.
Oh,
Miracle
now
on
that
34th
truly-
Street.
Miracle on 34th
I
Street.
think Natalie Wood was in that movie.
Yes. Oh,
Yes.
what great movies! And you know, it's just that's what we will be doing this year. We will be doing that and making sure that we just enjoy the day, as we hope you all do as well. And keep in mind that take the time for you and celebrate with your loved ones. And even if you're by yourself, watch some great Christmas movies and relax.
And the Christmas
Relax.
songs are so
and
wonderful.
get that spirit going. And the Christmas songs, absolutely.
Which we will be singing for you in a little
Of
while.
course, you know us. And
Yeah.
the tamborine's got to come out.
And you know what I was also thinking about? We would my mother would buy glass wax, and we would put stencils on the windows.
I
Did you do
can't
that?
believe it. My mother did the same thing. Oh, children, that is amazing. Oh, remember came out to be the pink glass wax?
Yes, that was it.
That was a
And-
big thing back then.
And I
glass
looked it up.
wax.
It came in a can. You remember the can?
Yes, it was a square can. I can't believe you said that.
And on eBay, I think they said that you could still maybe buy some of these cans. Obviously, it's an old product.
Oh my
But for
God.
nostalgia purposes, yes.
Oh, you
and
got
they
me
actually
really
And
thinking.
they showed it on the internet. There was Santa up with the sleigh. I remember that one.
Wow.
It was just wonderful last night
Wow.
to see these. You might want to go on and look at them because
Now
it
I'm
brings back some
thinking
wonderful
that's
memories.
amazing. The glass wax.
And we
oh,
took
yeah?
a sponge. Did you do it
And
with a sponge?
you just
Yes.
plopped it like that.
And
Yeah.
then dabbed
You dabbed
the
it. You
stencil.
did. A little dab will do you, right? Oh my God, that is so funny.
And I just love
But
it
what a
'cause-
great job it cleans the glass.
Yes.
Wow,
When
does
you-
it ever?
But the windows, it was so festive to have all these stencils on the windows.
And of course, I still have. I don't know how good it is. It's been in my Rubbermaid bucket for several years already. But the spray snow.
Yes.
That's a mess though to
Yeah.
clean up.
Yeah.
Oof.
The glass wax.
The
So
glass wax
they
is
might
much
still sell
better.
glass wax, so we could try that.
How do you like
Yeah.
that? And I was just thinking about how my mirrors look in the bathroom this morning. They're terrible. You know what I use? I use rubbing alcohol. I mean, I like Windex, of course, but
Works
rubbing
better.
alcohol,
Works
yes.
better than Windex. That's
Streak
good to
free.
know.
Try it. Yeah. Streak free.
And then when I moved to Florida, there were a couple of Christmas traditions that we started. And I think I mentioned before, the JCs, we sold live Christmas trees. They came down from Michigan with
Most
snow on them.
certainly did.
When they opened the truck, there was snow on the trees. It was so wonderful here in Florida. And we would set that up
especially here in Florida.
in Palm Beach Gardens and sell them by the foot. So you'd pay a certain number of dollars per foot for the Christmas tree. And we'd be sold out within a couple of weeks. Although I think we had a
Wow.
couple of shipments coming down. And the beauty was we gave the money to muscular dystrophy. We
Oh,
donated
that's
it.
lovely.
So
That's so
It would
lovely.
be almost $20,000, which was at that
Aw,
time
what a beautiful
in the
thing.
'80s was
Beautiful.
was a great.
You can't do enough for that organization, for all the organizations. That is lovely. When I hear stories like that.
And then my church group, the 2030s Club, which I mentioned before, we would go Christmas caroling.
We
and
talked
discussed
about that. Yes, yes.
So a group
I
of
don't know
us,
if that's. I would love to do it, but
Yeah.
nobody wants to do it with me.
a group
so.
of us used to go to, I think mostly people's homes we knew. We'd stop.
that's
and-
different.
And
Yeah,
there'd
you
be
feel-
about 5 or 10 of us out there singing, and they would open the door, and it was so nice to see their
Ah.
surprised face and bring that warmth to everybody. I loved it.
It is. It brings nothing but warmth, and that's the warmth that we received from you, Marie, the other day, being with you at your home and you playing the piano. It was so much
Yes,
fun, and
yes.
we have to do it again. And it doesn't have to be Christmas; it could be any time, and we will certainly do it again.
And then when we all moved here to Florida, my sister Angela and John would have Christmas Eve at their home. And when the children were growing up, Santa
Mhm.
Claus would come, and he would have each one of them on his lap, and they would say what they wanted for Christmas. It was
Of
so
course.
wonderful. And they'd have 30, 40, 50 people there on Christmas
Yeah.
Eve. It was unbelievable.
You know, I miss that with my parents too, because it was always about the kids. And as we
Yes.
got older, it was for Melissa, Michelle, and I remember my father saying, "Wow, Gloria," that was my mom's name, Gloria. It's like a Toys R Us here, you know, and it's true. I mean, but she got the biggest kick. The faces, the way they light up, and
Yes.
and just to see the smile and what you do to make them happy.
Yes. And-
It's just an amazing thing. So, but I just loved it. And then they would sit. I remember as a young girl, I'd sit on my father's lap, and he'd go like this, and he would have me. I'd look out the window, and the music would be playing on the radio. Santa Claus is coming, and I used to really like get into it. Every little light that I saw, it was
Right.
at him. Is that him? But I mean, just it's a wonderful concept that
Yeah.
these children.
And my niece
Oh,
Jean
to
Marie
watch
and
that.
Mike have carried that tradition on for
Good
Christmas
for them.
Eve.
I'm glad that's
And I'm so happy
exactly.
my niece Christina and Keith and Tim and Sean are coming down Christmas Day. And they're staying
Nice.
the whole week.
Wow,
So we get to see
okay,
the whole
great.
family together.
Lots of pictures.
Yes.
Lots of photos.
I love that. I'm so happy we'll all be together.
Good.
And I do want to recognize my cousins because the holidays were special because of all of you. My cousin Fran and Bernie that watch our show, and Cindy.
Yes, hi,
Thank you for the
everyone.
wonderful holidays we shared together. And my cousin Nancy and her son Walter, thank you because we had wonderful holidays with
Right.
you also.
That's
So it warms
nice.
my heart to think of all those wonderful times we spent together with all
I
the
love
family.
that, Jim. That's wonderful. Speaking of cousins, you all know who you are. There's Barbara, there's Lorraine. If I don't mention, you know who you are. I love you all. And even though we don't spend time like we should, we're planning. We talk about it quite often, a family reunion. We
Oh,
must.
that'd be
we must
wonderful,
for
yes,
2022.
yes.
Let's try to do that, guys. Diana, Denise, Deborah, all my cousins. I said we have a large family, and we're scattered all over. And for the most part, it's because we get busy, but that's okay. We'll find the time. We'll make it work. But
Where do most of them live? Are they sent?
I have my cousins Barbara, who lives in New York City. There's Lorraine in New York. Then my Deborah, Denise, and Diane are here in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So, you know, some
so
we've
they're just, and then my second cousins too. I mean, it's just amazing. And I've got my aunt and uncle, Lydia and George, who are in Fort Lauderdale. My aunt Nancy in Washington. It's just my aunt. She
Okay.
lost, unfortunately, her husband, my uncle, and her only son, my cousin, to
I-
cancer. But you know, honestly, when I think about the family, and this is not including like there's Lisa and Phil and their family, and there's just so
Right.
many people that you want to just take your arms, like I said, and just reach out and say, "Love you all. Let's go and do something together." Whether it's
I-
Christmas or not, it's not always easy to do. We used to
Right.
spend more time together.
Yeah, it's probably not practical around the holidays, but
No,
my cousin on the Chaffee side, Patty Ann, she's not with us any longer. She's in heaven.
Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
she had organized reunions, and they would do it in Orlando, which
I
was
love
wonderful
it.
because people wanted to come to Orlando to see Disney.
Of
and
course,
so
Orlando's
it
a great
worked-
place.
Yeah, so might think of maybe.
Well, thank you. That's a great suggestion, actually. Thank you for that.
And we'd have
something to think about.
We'd have 40, 50 people
Oh,
together,
yeah.
which was wonderful.
You know, that's going to be exciting. We really need to do that. We could do a Zoom meeting, but it's not the same.
Right.
We need to be
No,
together.
it's
We
nice
most
to be
certainly
together.
do. And if we could, you know, we would. But time, as you said before, time goes fast.
Yes.
So it's all well and good to talk, but we need to really do. And 2022 is going to be a very, very good year.
Yes.
A healthy, happy, prosperous, and good luck year for everybody.
And Christmas cards. Remember sending Christmas cards
I
too.
do that every single year, and unfortunately, I kind of dwindle down on that, and it's not. It's just I don't know. I personally enjoy a personal card in the mail.
Yes.
To me, it shows that you've taken the time, you've picked out a special card, you put your handwriting in that card, and you put that stamp on it, away it goes, and it's something to look forward to in the mail.
Yes.
I enjoy that.
And I love some of them with the photos of the children. You know,
Oh, I know. Like,
Jean Marie and Christina, my
Yes,
nieces,
yes.
this year sent them with the children.
Yeah.
And once again, it just warms my heart to see the wonderful photos that
it's
they
wonderful,
send
I
in those
know. And
cards.
it's just, I thought about that when we had Shaker, that was our child, but you know.
Yes.
But I was, every year I get the address book out, and I just stopped it. Not, it's just because, I would say it's for the past 4 or 5 years now.
Well, I've saved.
I saved out a few,
I've
not a
saved
whole lot.
a lot of them, so I'll look back on.
I
some
do
of
the
them.
same thing now.
Yeah.
Call me crazy, but
Yes.
now I know I'm
I
not.
love that.
I do it
'Cause-
because they mean so much. All the cards you've ever given, I have every one of them.
And there are
love them.
some of our loved ones who aren't here with us. I have the
It's
cards from them.
special.
So it really
Yeah.
allows you to share those special moments that you had with them, and you see their handwriting.
Aw, it really does.
It's really beautiful. Yeah.
You know, that's so true. And I have, what I've done was I've gotten plastic shoe boxes, Rubbermaid boxes, and you know, that are meant for shoes, but they're really meant for anything for that fact. And I keep them in those boxes, and I mark them.
Great
Christmas
idea.
cards. This way, if I ever want to go through them, and I've done the same thing with letters throughout the years. So yeah, I agree with you 100% on that. Yeah, cards.
And then I can't let a show go by without our dear friend Marie Pinchmit. Out
What
of
are
my
we
mind and into
talking
your
about
heart.
today?
Well, it's got to be related to Christmas. And does Marie have a story, an essay about
Marie,
Christmas?
you have an essay on everything in this book. You really do. And Jim
It's-
always picks out the best.
It's called Gifts Galore.
Gifts,
So,
gifts
when
galore.
I saw that title, I said, that's got to be relevant.
Gifts
Yes,
galore.
look at
Okay.
those. These are beautiful gifts that are wrapped behind us.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Have you made your gift list and checked it twice?
I know I did. And I got goodies.
Gifts of great value do not always come in little blue velvet boxes.
That's right.
You might want to gift your loved one with an oil painting by Modigliani that sold for $157 million.
Okay, well,
If you don't like the artist's elongated style, you may prefer Claude Monet that sold for $111 million this past May. But I'm sure you've heard the old cliche, it's not the gift but the gesture.
amen. Yep, most certainly is.
I concur with that sentiment, Marie says. Gift giving is a good thing and nothing new. When Jesus was born in a stable, the 3 wise men traveled a great distance to welcome his birth with gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, considered precious during that era and still available today. We've all been the recipient of many gifts that we accept and enjoy, but often take for granted. Yet they require no gift of money, endless shopping, or gift wrapping.
How
The gift
profound.
of love, for example, is no doubt the greatest gift we can give.
How profound. That is
Thank you,
lovely.
Marie. It's just beautiful to remind us that.
That is so profound. I love that.
And then she mentions that the Bible speaks of faith, hope, and charity, but the greatest of these is love.
The greatest is love.
So let's consider more often underappreciated or unacknowledged gifts, like the gift of friendship, the gift of creativity, imagination, laughter, memory. I mean, they're wonderful gifts that we're given. So thank you, Marie, for reminding us
Thank
what
you so
really
much,
counts
honey.
in
We love
life,
you.
the type of gifts
And
that really
that does
count.
count in life. Are you kidding?
Yes,
You couldn't get better than that.
yes. So we really appreciate you
You
sharing
know,
that
and
with
you
us.
have, it's all in here.
Yes. Now we have some Christmas carols to sing.
You want to start, or you want? Now we have one that's a little upbeat. Now, look, this is the one by Mariah Carey.
Yes. Need the tambourine.
I'm trying to think how that goes now.
We don't
We
want
don't want a lot for Christmas, just one thing I need. Okay, we're gonna start with Mariah Carey. We don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing we need. We don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. We just want you for our own, more than you could ever know. Make our wish come true. All we want for Christmas is you.
I love that.
We don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing we need. And we don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. We don't need to hang our stockings there upon the fireplace. Santa Claus won't make us happy with a toy on Christmas Day. We just want you for our own, more than you could ever know. Make our wish come true. All we want for Christmas is you. All right.
I love
That's
that.
a great song.
That's the sentiment. we appreciate all of you, and we really enjoy.
That's all we want for Christmas is you,
We
you,
enjoy
and you.
you.
Absolutely. Now we're gonna do
Yep.
jingle bell,
Rock,
jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bell ring, snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime and jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time. It's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding on a one-horse sleigh. Woo! Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in the jingling feet. Woo! That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell. That's the jingle bell rock. Woo!
Thank you. I love that.
All right, we could go on and on, but we know what the jingle bell
My
rock.
voice is a little low this morning because last night was my office Christmas dinner.
Oh,
It was
okay.
wonderful. 8 of us were together,
All right, good.
and I composed "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" poem and read it with
I
each
remember
one.
that.
With each one mentioned.
As you know, Jim is a writer, and he's so clever. Oh,
And
he
we were
comes up with the most
we were in the
phenomenal.
wonderful restaurant, but we didn't have a private room, so we had to speak above the noise. You know how that could be. So my voice is a little hoarse because I had to speak loud for everyone to hear above the noise of the restaurant. But I just wanted to say it was a wonderful experience with all of you from
Good.
my
I'm glad
office.
you had fun.
Yes, we
Good,
did. We really
good.
enjoyed it.
Wow, and you know, we just got done saying last week, our last show, that the time is flying by. Now we have just a few days. Today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we have Christmas Eve. That's how quick it goes.
Yes, it is.
Ay.
And I found an inspirational quote. Norman Vincent Peale, remember him? Christmas waves a magic wand over this world, and behold, everything is softer and more beautiful.
Aw.
Yes.
Love it.
But
love
let's
it,
keep
love
that
it.
all year round, that spirit with us all year
The
round.
best feeling of happiness is when you're happy because you made somebody else happy. We
Yes.
say it all the time, and that's for
Yes.
sure. We love being with you.
Yes.
And also, we have a show for you next week.
It won't be Friday on
right.
New Year's Eve, but
It'll be, I guess, we're going to pick Wednesday
we'll
or
pick
Thursday.
another day.
We'll let
We'll-
you know,
yes.
like we post on Facebook
Yes.
to let you know. And also, coming January, right around the corner, we will have some guests. that
yes,
we will be
finally we've got
looking
our special
forward.
guests.
We were kind of like the holiday time's kind of a chaotic
Yes.
time for everybody. But in the past, we've had a few guests, and we're going to be looking forward to having some more
Yes.
fun guests
In the wonderful
join us.
2022.
Yes, so 2022, we're going to look out for some wonderful guests we're going to have on our show. And,
By the way, today's the first day of winter.
oh, you know,
December
you're
21st.
right.
And look at the date.
Oh.
12, 21, 21. The 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wow, I never, and I love numerology, and I didn't think about that. That's so
Imagine
funny.
the 1, 2, the 2, 1, and the 2, 1. The two same numbers in all three. Interesting. 12, 21, 21.
I can't believe I didn't think about that. I'm like looking at you like, come on. When I see 111, that's like significant, or 1111. But I'll be
Well,
done
there's
with.
3 1s in that, and there's 3 2s.
Oh, that's a good,
Yes,
good
it's a
number.
good lucky day today.
Oh, yes,
Play the
indeed.
lottery.
You betcha. That's okay. That's it.
And if you win, let us know. We love your comments. Thank you for sharing our show.
Marianne, thank you so much. Everybody, as
Yes,
we
Marianne,
always
thank you
say,
for the topic.
if you want a private message, Jim, myself, or just reach out and whatever,
We
call us.
love your comments.
You know, it always helps to come up with
Yes.
topics that we can discuss. If it's due to your heart, it doesn't matter what it is. Talk to us. Let us know. Songs.
Right? And what a
Uh,
difference a day makes, right?
Oh, that is our very last song
Signature
of
song.
our signature adios for the day. I guess you could say, right? And what a difference a day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. What a difference a day makes. And the difference is you and you and you. You better believe you make a difference. We love you guys
do.
so
You
much.
make a difference
and
in
we're
our
looking
lives.
forward to seeing you next week. And it'll be before Christmas. So we'll talk more about Christmas naturally.
And we want to
Remind you
to keep
always keep your
your
horizons
horizons
bright.
bright.
Keep a smile on your face. Mwah.
Thank you
Have
for
a great
joining
day,
us.
everybody. We'll talk to
We'll
you
look
soon.
forward to seeing you next week where we'll talk about New Year's.